My first marriage was full of just a lot of bad things. I just remember just feeling like I had no worth, like he didn't want me, and then it seemed like God didn't want me because every time I went to that altar, I came back with no change. Like I would hear people talk about a change, but I'd spent weeks searching for a change, and it was like even he didn't want me. One night my mom asked me to come to my uncle's church to hear his testimony, and I had known, obviously, this man my whole life, and I had known some extremely wicked things he had been involved in. I really only went that night for my mom so she would have somebody to sit with her on the back row. And I don't really remember hearing anything that my uncle said that night because as crazy as it sounded, I wrestled, just argued with God during the whole message, so it seemed, because it was like he was drawing me to come up there. Like as soon as the altar opened up, I was to go. And I kind of argued the whole time saying, yeah, what good's it going to be? I've been going every week and I've gotten nothing out of it, like nothing at all. And this time it was different. I didn't want to go in front of my family. I didn't want to go up there. I wanted to act like everything's fine. I have it all together. The marriage is fine. The life is working out. And then as soon as he opened it up for the altar, I don't even remember getting up. I just remember being there on the floor just weeping with these women, and it was just this overwhelming sense of just love that I had been just deeply longing for. And that kind of began a few years of him just restoring my self-worth and helping me to realize that I am whole and that I'm beautiful because of him, and that I am desired by him, and that he loves me exactly as I am. And all the mistakes that I've made, any failures that I've made were nothing but just part of what's making me into who I am today. I started keeping this journal, and I started writing poems and things, almost like Psalms kind of things, where they were worshipful kind of things. And I remember I had a family member wanted me to go to a movie with them, and I was like, no, I've got church that night, and they were really concerned. They're like, have you joined a cult? Because I was so consumed with wanting to be there and not miss it. And then the man that I was married to at the time found my journal and had read a few of those poems in them and told me I was crazy. And that was really weird, and that it just kind of weirded him out that I was writing those things, because they were like prayers to the Lord, just asking him to fill me like a cup and things like that. And apparently that was very strange for him. It just consumed me. Just I would have a Bible with me everywhere. It just kind of took over.
How great the love of Jesus Christ. Upon the cross of Calvary, the blood was shed that pardons me. No longer